We began with President Trump's policy speech before the American Farm Bureau Federation in Nashville, Tennessee, where the president promoted greater prosperity in rural America and touted the revival of the American dream. Let's watch.
For America, there is no task too great, no goal too large, no dream beyond our reach. We are witnessing a new era of patriotism, prosperity, and pride. And at the forefront of this exciting new chapter is the great American farmer.
To my panel, Deneen Borelli, a Fox News contributor and CRTV.com host, along with Ford O'Connell, CivicForumPAC Chairman and Washington Examiner contributor. Katie Frates, Olympic Media Managing Editor and Daily Caller Editor as well. And Gayle Trotter, an attorney and contributor for The Hill. Hey, Katie, let me start with you. American prosperity, first and foremost. Listen, we see it in the stock market. We see it in the jobs numbers. But the heartland, which has been overlooked by administrations, both sides of the aisle for a long time, gets to hear from the president for the first time in almost 25 years.
This was huge. First off, it was a great speech by Trump. But on top of that, you're right, Charles, that he's reminding all of these voters why they decided to vote for Donald Trump for president. He came to Tennessee. He helped them out with these 2 new executive orders for broadband. He's reminding them with the economy, deregulation, and tax reform that they should stick with him. So I think policy-wise, this was a really smart move for him to be doing this, and it's going to make a lot of people happy.
It is going to make a lot of people happy. Here's the thing, Gayle. We know there are specific issues with respect to the heartland, to rural America, and President Trump hit on them, whether it was the opioid crisis, how federal government regulations have gotten in the way, and also it was some of the things he didn't do. He didn't really beat up, NAFTA, for instance. He's listening, it feels to me, more and more to voters. Despite the rhetoric on the campaign trail, these farmers don't want him to get too harsh because it's a multi-billion-dollar industry for them to export these products overseas as well.
That's right, and this is the heartland of America, and President Trump uniquely is able to connect with these people. This is the vast majority of Americans who live between the coastal elites, and President Trump campaigned on behalf of the forgotten man, and he's saying that they will be forgotten no more. And as you see through the tax plan, the relief that we've seen on the death tax, the fact that the average American family will get $2,000 more from this tax relief, small businesses will get tax relief. He's delivering the goods despite the media derangement syndrome.
Yeah, there's no doubt the estate tax part of this went over very well with that crowd. And it was obviously funny. He said, they're going to be happy. You won't, of course, with the estate tax. Ford, overall, considering the weekend that President Trump had to endure with the mainstream media and questions about, the 25th Amendment, was this the speech he needed to give? Was it the sort of presidential speech with a few ad-libs in there that delivered and really made his critics look pretty dumb today?
Well, absolutely it was. Look, this was his first policy seat since December 20th, and doing it in Nashville, Tennessee was right. Look, the forgotten men and women of rural America are who got President Trump elected, and reminding him of their accomplishments and the fact that he's going to continue fighting for them was absolutely paramount at this critical juncture. That said, if President Trump is crazy, Charles, this is the type of crazy that markets and the economy love. So guess what? His critics are falling on themselves when he's cutting regulations 22-1 and creating 2 million jobs. I just don't know where his critics are going to go right now because there's so much success in the room.
There is so much success, Deneen. There's absolutely no doubt about that. I mean, listen, over the weekend, the Twitter crowd, beat me up because they were upset. For instance, I talked about the black unemployment. Facts are facts. Record low, all-time low for black unemployment since they began keeping the data series in 1972. In fact, President Trump mentioned that as well. Let's let the audience listen to that first.
Unemployment is at a 17-year low. By the way, African-American unemployment is the lowest it's ever been in the history of our records.
And it's not gimmicky. In other words, it came with higher labor force participation, a higher employment to population ratio, those sort of things. And to Ford's point, you still get the media trying to either push back against it or completely ignore it, like most of the networks that didn't even carry the speech.
Well, this is why the president took his message to the people today, and he's going to do so again later this evening. But in regards to black unemployment, record lows. This is what the left does not want to talk about, the liberal news medias and the Democrats, because they don't want the base, their core base of black voters, to know about the good that is coming out of this administration with the rollback in tax reform, the rollback in regulations, higher job wages. Over 100 companies are giving bonuses. So good tax reform policies, lower government, less tax, lower regulations, less taxes. This is what's helping all Americans, especially black Americans.
You know, the 1,500 regulations that were either delayed or completely scuttled cannot be overlooked. I think that is really what's been the trigger that's propelled this economy, Katie. But I do want your opinion also on the tone, the presentation, the way President Trump handled himself today under a serious microscope after the release of the book and the controversy that came with it.
Well, so I've never liked his tweets, and I think that the Stable Genius tweet was not a good one. But at the speech today, I think he did very well. He acted and behaved and looked.
Was he a stable genius at the speech?
I'm not going to use those words at all, but he looked good. He sounded good. He presented well. And you could hear from the crowd. It wasn't spatterings of applause. There were screams and yells and raucous cheering. So he certainly was speaking well to Tennessee tonight.
And Gayle, that's been a product of his success. When he first came into office, he took sort of a victory lap, a victory tour, so to speak. And it feels like when he goes out on the road, that's where he really not only connects, but he has that sort of sparkle, if you will.
That's right. His supporters like the tweets, but what they like better are speeches like this, where he goes out there with data and evidence, and he is able to speak directly to the people that he campaigned on behalf of. And I think a lot of his supporters would like to see speeches like this every week that are really detailing the fact that he is a political genius and has been able to deliver on the conservative principles that have been, left aside even by Republican presidents for decades.
Ford, what about on the topic of delivering? He's got a lot to deliver when it comes to rural America. He talked about the internet, but of course we know his infrastructure is not just the internet. They've got to widen those roads and repair those highways. They've got to get rid of all those regulations, including, I remember, regulations against dust particles against ranchers. It was an out-and-out war against the heartland, and he's got a big road to go down.
Well, look, to Gayle's point, this is the type of speech he should be giving every week, and absolutely, you're right, Charles. He can't stop fighting for rural America. If he fights for rural America all the way through 2020, he's going to get reelected as president. From an economic standpoint, not from a political standpoint. To your point, Charles, not just infrastructure. I would have liked to hear him talk about declining wages and access to capital. Look, there's a lot of good here. Donald Trump has been the best thing that's happened to rural America in 25 years, but there's a long way to go. And if he focuses on rural America and making rural America a better place, America is naturally by itself going to be a better place. You're absolutely right, Charles. There is more to go. It is good to remind people of the accomplishments, but you also have to pave the way ahead as well.
Real quick, Deneen, it feels like these Heartland visits also unite the party, if you will. It feels like they coalesce more, the other folks and the GOP around President Trump when he goes out there and they see how the regular citizens, voters, respond to him.
Well, they do respond to him, and they can understand where President Trump is coming from. I counted at least 3-4 standing ovations when he was speaking today. The Americans get it, and for Trump to make more FaceTime, I think it's a good thing.
All right, guys, thank you all very much.